I'm going to tell you a story, and it's a dream at the same time. It's a garden of dreams. In 2004, I was unemployed, living in Soweto, Pimville. And the situation at home was trying because only my grandfather had access to money and my uncle. My grandfather was a pensioner. We were about 6 siblings from different aunties staying with the grandfather. And going from Soweto to town was a struggle. You either had to borrow a ticket from somebody, or you had to wait for your uncle to get pay and he gives you money to go to town to look for a job or something. Now that challenge was stuck with me for a while, about 6 months, until I recalled a gift that my grandfather gave me. Those were books. They became my friends. I started digging more into books as a spare time hobby. And as a custom at home, my grandfather would send me to fetch herbs for him to use as either tea or to help some neighbor in the community. And I had a liking when I was a young boy of cooking. My mother taught me how to prepare food. And I started thinking about, okay, the way people eat, they mostly eat refined foods, and they're mostly sick. And when I looked around my community, there was lots of idleness and all those things that follow wrong diet, if I may put it. Now, I had a challenge. I needed money. I needed to make a living. I started visiting people, sharing them the knowledge I had about medicinal plants, about food, and I would make them concoctions of which they would give me something to thank me for, and even give me an encouraging way to say, you know what, that concoction of yours worked. I'm now feeling so much better. Then there was a day I visited my sister in Yeoville, in town. I met one of the TV stars within where my sister was living. She was renting a house in one of the TV stars' home. And this TV star, in the morning, the wife saw me brushing my teeth using activated charcoal. She was impressed, she was surprised, and she came to me and asked me, why are we using Colgate and you are using charcoal? Our talk turned into a health talk and sharing some of my experiences, of which she came later on to our room and she saw us eating fruit salad and bread. Then she said to me, you know what, my father is having a heart problem. Are you able to help? Then I said to her, yes, let's give it a try. Now, these books, the other one called Back to Eden, that's where it gives more insight on many diseases, how to attend to them using food and medicinal plants, and also how to do gardening. As I showed this to her, she gave me more courage and even invited me, saying they have a food garden that they wanted to establish, and that is in somewhere in Bez Valley Park. We went to Bez Valley Park. I agreed to go with her, and I was introduced to Professor Michael Rudolph of Wits University with some of the NGO members of that project. The place which they were doing their garden, or still are doing, it's about 1 hectare in size. So when they told me that, look, Mandla, we have a project, but we don't have money to pay you or to even, assist you, but if you don't mind, you can volunteer. Over time, sponsors may come and money may come in. Now, with the interest I had on medicinal plants and food, for me, it was a great opportunity. I took the opportunity, And as they went to show me the garden itself, to my surprise, it was done about 1/5 of the hectare, and the rest was a dump site. Actually, these people were cleaning up a dump site which has been allocated to them by the city of Joburg to use as a gardening space. Now, you could imagine the joy, the excitement I had that now I'm going to plant plants. And I had a secret idea or wish that, I didn't afford some of the medicinal plants to plant at home. Now, these guys, they want to make a food garden project. I will be able to learn more about many other plants which I couldn't get. So, only to realize that it was a dump site. It took us about 2 more years to clean it up. Even still today, as we remove some of the weeds, plastics are coming up, and it's still a process. But what I wanted to share with you is, after about the 3 years, we transformed the land into an amazing food garden. Thank you. Now, that food garden became a blessing. Between the 3 years that we were working on it, I got an opportunity to go training for a permaculture course, after which it added value to the way we designed it, the way we approached the farming process, and also an opportunity to go to Germany to study eco-village design. And coming back, I was more of an asset to myself. I had more confidence in doing stuff, more courage to share my experiences. And our garden, it turned into a lush place, which is, a wonder even to myself. It became also a training site, an educational site for Early Childhood Development Center, for other schools and universities. They actually come there to do research. I have a privilege of speaking to doctors, professors, and teaching them about stuff I never went to school for. And today it's a place where it is ranked as #1 in Gauteng by the city of Joburg, and it has been earmarked to be given money to establish a proper training center. With the original diet book, it helped me to give recipes which are nutritional and life-giving. And it is a place where actually even tourists, as far as the United States, they book us on the internet to come and have a taste of the food we produce and the meals we make. Yeah. Now, that is the space which I learned also about the environment, about the relationships we have with animals, birds, you name it. And for me, this is my trophy. I don't have a university certificate. That's my university certificate. Yeah. Now, for sharing this, I would like to encourage similar people who may be coming from the same background which I came from, to say there are certain things which can give you the energy, the courage, and it's a recipe. And if you can harness these things into your life, you'll make it. And so some of these are these. It's hope. You must have hope. Otherwise, you'll fail. Gratitude, benevolence. That is to say, don't look always to your needs. Look at the needs of others. Courage. Take time to rejoice. Be trustworthy. Be kind. Have self-control. Most of all, get knowledge, because those 2 books, they are my wings. They are the ones that had enabled me to fly, to interact with you, for TED to know me too. Thank you.